So a very warm good evening to all the Belagavites here, and thanks for watching. I'm Abhishek, and I'm with you at Belagavi Art Festival 2022. And so this is a weekly live session. So we are with an eminent artist, Belagavi, Shrish Deshpande sir. Welcome to the show. So I'm sure you might have seen a lot of PowerPoint artworks on our welcome page, which is being posted on very frequent basis. So that's the man behind. I have him today on our show. Very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And I know it's kind of a winter season in Belgium, a lot of cold, and I believe the lowest temperature we had this week was -10. I mean, sorry, 10 degrees Celsius. So I'm sure a lot of Belgavites are at home, cozy, sitting with a cup of chai and watching. So let me give you a glimpse of what we are doing here. So this is the second year of Belagavi Art Festival 2022, and so we started last year during COVID, and this is the second year of the art festival, and we have the Shrish as a jury of the art festival 2022, and we get to know a little bit more about Shrish sir, his journey about art, and what do you think about the art festival. So welcome again. So what do you think about this art festival that we have been doing since last year?
You know, Abhishek, to be frank, I recall my childhood where I came to know about this competition.
Okay.
Because in those days, the Rotary Club of Belgaum, they used to conduct a yearly competition for kids.
Okay.
And it used to happen in that beautiful Queen's Garden. There was a place called Queen's Garden cantonment area, and there thousands of kids would come and enjoy it all day.
Okay.
So I used to be a part of that.
Very nice.
As a kid, okay. And I still remember that, that mahal, and it's very beautiful, very encouraging.
Nice.
And this particularly the Belgaum Art Festival now that we are doing, I think it should expand into such kind of annual event for the kids in Belgaum, for everyone rather.
Right.
Because Belgaum Art Festival has a feature that there is no age limit.
Absolutely.
It's rightly the same that for art there is no beginning and there is no age.
Correct.
You can start art any age.
Right.
So I think this is a great platform for everyone, even for the retired people, even for all those grandparents to enjoy art along with their grandkids.
Right. Absolutely. Well. So let me quickly tell you how the art festival works. So it is open for all the age groups. As I said, there is no any age criteria that only the elders or the artists or only the younger ones has to participate. So it's for everybody. And this year, so we have also kept the theme as Belagavi.
Yes.
And we want Belgaum to highlight it with any historical monuments. Or Belgaum is known for so many good places.
Absolutely.
Like as you said, I would just want to go deep dive in that talk of yours when you said it just reminded you of your childhood days. So how do you think the art has evolved from those days to this modern era of digital world or the VUCA world?
Yes, indeed. Because in those days we used to draw and paint at home or in the school. That's all. Or there are a few private classes, art classes. The kids would go there to learn something extra.
Correct.
Otherwise, there was no other event or there was no other place to see art.
Yeah.
There are no art galleries.
Yeah.
Like at least we have one gallery in Belgaum now, which is showcasing so many artworks.
Right.
Now Sapna also is contributing to that.
Yes.
And the whole of this Belgaum Art Festival paintings will be displayed at Sapna. And this also will play a very big role, into showcasing the art of the people of Belgaum.
Correct.
And as you said, the response is very good from throughout the district.
Yes.
We will be able to see art from many corners of our district.
That's what I think is adding more value to the festival, because we got submissions way from small small places like Gokak, Chikkodi, and that is where we feel that this art festival is adding value, making impact at grassroots level. So it's not just about catering artists who are residing in cities or in big cities, but also I strongly believe that it's the need of an art to even artists from rural places also.
Absolutely.
Right.
And believe me, there is talent everywhere.
Correct.
It is not a monopoly of the big towns or big places that to nurture and create good art.
Correct.
there are people, because art is in every one of us.
True. So let me just go back to your journey as an artist, right? I recently understand that you launched you published a book on the
Yes.
ballpoint. So tell us more about that. How did you get into this ballpoint sketching? I'm more interested to know, inspire. I'm sure a lot of artists out there watching this, and I'm sure your tips and advice that we're going to talk now is going to help all those artists. Please tell us more about that book and your journey so far as an artist.
Okay. See, it all happened like, I have been trained as a commercial artist.
Okay.
Like what we say, graphic designer these days.
Yes.
I specialized into branding and all those things. So I worked for many clients over a period of almost 30 years.
Oh.
And then, there was a day when I realized that my core talent, or whatever I want to put in as original, does not have that kind of a scope on my client.
Okay.
Because their requirements were such that they wanted something of their own in every piece of art.
I agree.
So there was some kind of a frustration within me that I cannot find an outlet to express myself. So I fluently diverted into this fine art. I stopped commercial art and working for others and started my own. But there was a challenge. Like working for others' environments for so many, almost 3 decades, had made my mind, did not work on its own. To motivate yourself to generate an original idea, you need to go back in time, go back inside your mind so deep to find something or something to spring out from the mind. And that was very challenging. So it was, actually unlearning whatever I had.
That's something nice. Unlearning whatever you learned is very important. So also, how did the ecosystem around you support you in this journey of art? Because usually in this bit of region that we are, being an artist, I feel is it's courage. One. Second, it's definitely challenging, and most importantly, the society, the way it accepts the artist. So how do you think that that part of the journey, if you just write how you came across that?
Actually, my mother was a painter. She was into painting since her childhood. And then she was, incidentally, she was one of the first teachers who introduced Camlin crying colors fabric paints in Belagavi. This was, around 1966 or 67, when I was just going into second or first year or something like that. So I have been into art. The art was around me in my house. So inspiration was so it slowly developed into that. And my mother and later my wife, my whole of my family, they all have supported me now.
Very nice. Very nice. Good to. So how about the book? Do you mind talking a little more about your book?
Actually, the idea of writing the book came when I had my shows, and the visitors would come and see, and they would believe that this is done with ball. No way. And one of my cousins, he said that I'm going to stop using ballpoint pen. I will not be honoring that for just writing it, because it has so many possibilities. But when I realized that the things that came to me so easily are very difficult to understand. When I say that use it like this, you will get this result. It's easier said than done. So I conducted a few workshops. Pune, Bangalore, Belgavi, I have taught many students. At the end of the workshop, they did fantastic works of their own. They understood everything.
Very nice.
But later on, they said that we did not remember whatever you told us. So it was a bad, knowledge in that 10 hours of workshop is so much to acquire and follow. It becomes difficult to remember and put into practice, because it's a longer time. It needs a longer time to master something. So I came to this conclusion that whatever notes I had given the workshop, I tried to convert it to a book. And then that project went on for a while. almost for 1.5 years.
Okay.
I was into that. I had to specially create some art for the book,
Very nice.
some illustrations, and then some extra work I definitely did.
Yeah. So how do you, I mean, if one of our viewers want to buy that book, how can they book? Is it on online?
Yeah, it is available online.
Okay.
And I also would love if Sapna can take over.
Definitely. We can. So for the viewers, we will try and arrange a book thing here in the festival thing. If you wish to buy Sir's book, I have seen it. It's very interesting. For all the aspiring artists out there, please, if you are interested, can buy the book. Right? So going a little beyond, the next party talks. Sir. Like, what inspires you the most when let's say, I've seen a lot of your artworks. Like, you find out the nook and corner of the streets of Belagavi, right? And Uday puts it like identify this place.
Yeah.
It's so nice to realize what inspires you to process amazing artworks.
What you say, what you have asked is a very wonderful question, Abhishek. But it's very difficult to answer that because what I have felt is the things I am searching for are something of beauty spots within the chaos. Okay, so you're on the street. There are so many things you can look at as a something that can make a beautiful composition.
Right.
Like we should. I think I do that. Like that, I can frame a certain area.
Okay.
I can delete some of the elements in that, or try to manipulate some of the elements, so it can be a beautiful composition. Nice. So all of this thinking can be split into a second or so. Once I see that scene, I take a few pictures of that, and then I compose from.
Okay.
So I think that kind of a process goes on continuously.
Okay. Okay.
Like finding inspiration around you.
That's nice. Yeah. So who have been your biggest artistic influences? I'm sure your mother might be your first influencer because you've seen from the childhood. But yeah, I mean, if you can name some of the influencers really influenced on you, and you take them as a role model, especially in the
In that sense, what I can say is there is not a single, one artist I can name because it would be an injustice to many others.
Yeah.
Because every artist puts his whole of his heart into his art.
Correct.
That is for sure.
Correct.
So my inspiration actually comes from their work, or not the whole of the work, but a finer aspect of their work. Like some art may be having some beautiful brush strokes, some may be having some beautiful line work in their work, some may be specializing in beautiful compositions, or some beautiful color schemes, something like that. So inspiration comes part by part, not as a whole artist or whole body of his work like that.
Yeah. But do you think art plays an important role in today's society, especially bringing a change with a lot of unwanted things happening in society? Do you think art can actually influence society in a much better way? How do you think? How do you think that, especially the younger generation, all the age groups, not just 50 years? Do you think art can change?
Actually, Abhishek, in this regard, just watching art is not enough.
Yeah.
One should actually practice art. That activity of doing an artwork or reading or painting calms the mind and makes you read. So in turn, what happens is, what the benefits are is we go back in thought process. We calm down and we actually contemplate so many possibilities.
Yeah.
And the outcome is such that you come out with some brilliant ideas.
I agree.
Or you become calmer, not angry, the stress levels come down.
Absolutely.
But there are great many benefits. There's not a single disadvantage of practicing art or enjoying art.
Right. I think that's the whole motto of this art festival. So if you see, welcome, sir. There are a lot of artists this side, and plus we have unity and diversity. We have people, being a border state. I think we are really blessed to have understood so different people here in culture, and having art is just a cherry on the top, right? That will add more where it brings all people together.
Absolutely.
Right. So that will interest art festivals. And what do you think? How we should be evolving over the period now? This is the second year of the art festival that we have been doing. How do you think we should be looking at this? Let's say next 3 years from now or next 5 years from now, what do you think? How do you think we should be envisioning this art festival?
I think this kind of an art festival wherein now the artists they come, take the pay for the either they enroll themselves and they bring their finished art for submission. You can have extension of this as a live art.
Yes, that's nice.
I think that will at the same time everyone will be engaged into art.
Maybe art mela or art day kind of thing where people come draw and engage in art.
We can think about this for the 15th of April that is celebrated as
World Art Day. Yes. So Belagavi might see there are a lot of interesting things coming up, and we are here to make that happen. And we have great mentors like Shrish sir and a lot more artists out there watching. But before I proceed, let me quickly give our viewers some hints about the art festival. So this year art festival has just started, and to register you can come down to Sapna book house, which is towards 𝗕𝗲𝗴𝗃𝗶. You can just come and enroll yourself. It is absolutely free of cost, and you can just collect this art sheet or art paper. Along with it, you'll get also enrollment form. The form has all the details like the rules and regulations. So last date to collect the forms or collect the art kit is November 30th. We still have another 9 days to go, and the last day to come and submit the artwork is December 10th. Now there is more to it. The theme of the art festival this year is welcome. You can draw anything about Belagavi. It can be a monument. It can be about popular people from Belagavi. It can be, let's say, Rani Chennamma-ji. It can be 𝗕𝗲𝗃 𝗁𝗃 Maharaj, Sangoli Rayana, anyone. Right? So it has to be related to Belagavi. Like Goka Falls, we have a lot of amazing places around. So that's one. The important part here, sir, is we have also built in the virtual gallery.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you about what happened last year.
Right.
So last year, the result of the virtual gallery was the artworks of Belagavi were displayed to people across the world.
Okay.
And I think as per the stats on the website, we got almost 35 lakh votes received last year.
Yes.
So what we are trying to do is the artist sitting here, right? We just want to create a platform where people across the world can watch it.
Yes.
Right. So that is one thing which I really feel that the artists of today, are really, required in this era of the digital world. So we're doing the best we can using the online media.
Right.
So people out there can visit Sapna book house. Remember last day to collect November 30th. And moving forward, sir, coming to your talk and journey and other details of you. So how do you think that if let's say in a place like Belagavi, if artist has to make art as a main source of bread and butter, what do you think? What are the tips that you would like to give the youngsters or the aspiring artists out there? Where should they start? And I'm sure there are a lot of opportunities in today's world. Can you just give a little tips or advices on how they can take this up as a professional? And
first thing is that they have to excel in their work.
I agree.
That is very, very important.
Right.
The next thing is that they have to be as original as possible.
Right.
So think original, think creatively, do something different that nobody in the world has thought about.
Right.
That is the way to actually move forward.
Right.
And then success and people will automatically follow you. Because that is the mantra, I think.
Correct.
Because everyone wants something out of the world.
Yeah.
Everyone's requirement.
Right.
Because only that thing can give you joy. You also receive it and you pass on to the people also.
Right.
Another thing is that art is all pervading nowadays.
Right.
If we look at graphic design, a graphic design is needed everywhere. So even if you are a fine artist, you want to pursue fine art, you can be an illustrator.
Right.
Like figurative artworks can be done. And the application is endless, literally, because everything nowadays requires something to be drawn or composed or color codified or something like that.
Nice.
Some requirement is always there.
Right.
Always there.
Right. So we have a question from one of our viewers. His name is Akshay Patil. Yeah. He asks, he is interested to sell his artworks. Right? How can he sell? And he has amazing artworks, is what he says, and he wants to sell those artworks. So what is the tip that you would give to Akshay who's watching this?
Okay, Akshay. Now, the first thing is that you have to find out some online galleries like Mojarato, and there are many online galleries. You can submit your work there if it gets sold, you have to give some commission to the seller, and then you ship your artwork. You are paid for that. That is the way to go. Or else you have to catch out some art melas, put up your stall, showcase your work, and try to find customers. That is the way to go.
Sir, I have also one more question by Swati. She is saying, do you do workshops in Belgavi too?
Yeah. Actually, our group is planning now, and we have many artists here. So turn by turn, we are going to arrange for workshops for others.
Okay. Now, because you told about the group, can you tell about, sir is also the founder member of the Belgavi Art group, right? 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗃𝗶. Can you just talk about a little about the 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗃𝗶 and how do you operate? And if anyone wants to be part of the club, how can they be part?
Actually, 𝗕𝗲𝗴 is a group of artists who share the same interest, who want to practice art and do something creative. So every month we meet. We have a meeting every month. Two of the artists, they showcase their work. We have discussion about that art. What is good in that? What is bad in that? Or whatever. The suggestions and everything is discussed there. Then we plan for further activities. Like, we conduct 4 exhibitions every year.
Very nice.
For the group members. Not for the outsiders. Okay. But one of those exhibitions, it has got a theme. And we have to work on a theme.
Okay.
Like last time we had the theme monsoon. Okay. So everyone painted the monsoons of Belgavi, because Belgavi is very special in monsoon.
Right.
And we had a wonderful response from the art.
Very nice.
Then the next exhibition will be a curated show. Like the curators will be from outside. They will be professionals. So they will select the artworks especially, and they will be showcased. Okay. So it will be a good collection of art that will be on display. Okay. Then we will have an exclusive women's show. Okay. On women
nice.
world day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, Ranga Panchami will come.
Very
and
nice,
we have a special event.
So you have
a group members.
You have the topics or the themes based on the festivals that we get. That's so nice. Yeah. So we also have one more user asking, if I want to be part of this group, how can I be part of this group?
Okay. Yeah, you can become a group, but you have to meet us.
Yeah, so you have the man here, reach out to him and he'll let you know how to be part of this amazing group. Right? So going forward, I see we have also got some amazing artworks so far.
To say the same thing.
So we have got some amazing, I'll just go through some because we cannot go.
Inspiring every one of you who are watching, that already the submissions are starting pouring in.
So we have this from 𝗕𝗲𝗴, and he has drawn this, 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗙𝗲𝗀, right? Such amazing work, sir.
Absolutely.
And then we have got this 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗃𝗶. It's by 𝗕𝗲𝗴 right?
Wonderful.
Such a nice creativity person, when we ask people, and then we have yes.
This is my favorite subject. Very beautifully done. Done by?
It's done by 𝗕𝗲𝗴.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice.
And I think we have got entries from very small kids. He's 21-year-old, and I think the one earlier one was about 12-year-old. Yeah. So we have got another. I think this looks like
beautiful.
This person says it is from Bhutnath. Oh, okay. See, such a nice artwork from Bhutnath, and it's by Tanisha 𝗕𝗲𝗃𝗏, and she's just 13-year-old, guys. Look at the beauty, the way. Look at this. Such a nice art piece.
Unique.
We have so many things covered. We have Killa here. We have the Suvarna Saudha. We have 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗃𝗶. We have the Channama Circle here. Amazing. I mean, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, we have this. And we have this Ganpati festival. It said that Lokmanya Tilak started Ganpati festival from Belgavi. Right? So that's the beauty of it, the way they have connected it. We just went with Diwali. So we have Diwali, we have Fort Lake. I think this is Book Falls. And we have this Fort Lake here. Amazing. This, I think, is done by Gurunath Lohar. And he is 18-year-old. And I think he is from 𝗙𝗲𝗃. Okay, he's from 𝗙𝗲𝗃. Such a nice work we have. So we have one more of 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗙𝗲𝗴. We have 𝗕𝗲𝗴 𝗃𝗶 here. We have one more Kamalpati here.
Yes,
So we have
Saurabh.
Suvarna Sauda. This is nice. I think this is one more
Humpy.
Humpy chariot. And we
Look
have
at
got
this.
we have got I think this
It's a
is
very unique word.
oh this is hardly how many 5 I think 8-year-old.
8-year-old.
It's by Pradeep Dondapur. You know that's the beauty. You know he has tried writing it.
Mm,
The 5-year-old kid. I think he must be just nursery or HKG somewhere,
absolutely.
and he has drawn a Sapna's wedding. That's so nice. And then we have nice. We have Sangoli Rana.
Mm,
Does not work here. It's drawn by Raghavendra Chinaguli. Okay, that's nice. And I think we have one more artwork here. This is one more. We have 5-year-old
5-year-old.
Siddhi Patel.
Very nice.
She has drawn about Diwali.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
5-year-old. That's the beauty of this art festival that people come together and they celebrate art.
Yes.
So guys, we have a lot more interesting. I think if we sit counting, we would need a lot more live sessions. So all I can request Belagavi is make the best use of this art festival. The last date again is November 30th, and this year's festival is being supported by Sapna Book House. So people out there who are interested in art, you can always drop by Sapna Book House. You will get a lot of books around. You'll get a lot of artworks, art equipments. In fact, and there is a huge discount which is happening, and we have asked them to give discount on the eve of art festival. So do step in and Sapna Book House and do enroll for this art festival. Right. So with that, let me go towards the concluding part of the live session today. So one final note to all the artists there, right? I'm sure we have to plan more workshops and the art mailer, like you said. But what is the one thing that you would want to address all the artists out there, to the Belgamites or whoever is watching? What is one thing you would want to say them?
I think all of you should take more encouragement from whatever I have said just now and whatever you have seen just now. We should engage more into art, and that will make our city more beautiful.
Absolutely. And just to remind you all, Shrish sir is the jury of this year's art festival. I'm sure, sir, you're going to have a very difficult time to choose the best artwork. So we just hope the best artwork win. And so with this, we also have a small token of gratitude too. So thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for making time for us. It really means a lot, and we hope to see a lot of such artworks from you in the coming days. And we also hope to have your more such books coming in the days ahead, right? So with that, I would like to conclude. I'm Abhishek, and I'm signing off, and see you again next week. Thank you so much.